Hello and welcome back to the Bright Light Wellness YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. So I am Vanessa Baldwin. I am a classical homeopath. I am also a quantum and circadian health coach or clinician, and I'm also an ancestral health practitioner or health coach. So I've had a lot of training on holistic health and holistic healing due to my own health crises and my own health, goals and reasons why I needed to support my health was due to chronic pain, chronic insomnia, chronic, digestive issues, chronic depression, lots of things. And, my health really crashed and I really struggled through a very dark time for a long time to find things that actually supported my health at a real root cause place. And when I found them, I promised I would share them and I would shout them for the rooftops because everybody should know this information. Now, over the years, I've tried to figure out the best way to spread this knowledge, the best way I can spread this information. And I hope I'm doing that on my podcast, The Quantum Health Connection, which I co-host with my good friend, and also on this YouTube channel, Bright Light Wellness, that you're listening to now, that I'm spreading good content, good information that's supportive to you and your health and your wellness journey and it's valuable to you. That's my goal, that I'm giving you information that's valuable. And I'm giving you tips and strategies that are practical, easy to implement, and can support you on the daily regular. So that's the goal of why and the drive and the reason why behind I do what I do. I do what I do because I don't want anybody to struggle for as long as I did without getting the right support. And, that's why I'm here. So that's the why behind Bright Light Wellness and what I do. And now the other way is like, how can I reach more people? How can I get more information out to people? And one of the ways that I've been doing that is by creating webinars. So this is a way that I can give information, right? And you can purchase it and you can learn that information and implement it. Now, some people need coaching to implement this kind of information. Like they need coach or a guide or support to help implement information. So I offer one-to-one coaching, of course, as well. And I offer, personalized healthcare plans, which is not really coaching, but you have time with me. You have 2 sessions with me to ask questions and whatnot and get the lowdown. And of course, I offer one-off coaching sessions as well. That's, you can book in with me one time to ask questions about circadian and quantum health. But my webinars are such a great resource that I'm constantly sharing information about because they're cost effective, so they don't cost you a ton of money. You have them for life. You can listen to them again and again. And they also come with ebooks that you can print out and absorb the information. Now, if you're the kind of person who needs support, you might need one-to-one coaching. But if you're the kind of person who can take information and implement information on your own, then these webinars are great. And I also want to preface by saying that please do not share my webinars and information, without written consent of myself or, it's my hard work. I spend a lot of time and effort into these webinars and I give them away at a low cost buy-in because, the information is done, and whoever resonates and purchases, great. And whoever doesn't, that's how it is. So it's just there. That information is there for you to use. So yeah, I have quite a few webinars, and they, like I said, they're yours for life. You can download them, you can have them, you can keep the information and you can study the information and listen to the information several times to really understand how to implement these things. But most of it is, there's science in there, of course. I want the science because I know people want to know, like, what's the why behind why I'm doing this? Why do I need to get up at sunrise? Why is it important for my health? Why should I drink structured water? Why do I need to earth, right? Like, what is the why? But also there's a lot of just practical applications and strategies. So I really feel like I've compiled together 5 webinars that are like, if you bought all 5 webinars, you would know a great deal of the information that I have. Of course, I can't give you all the information that I know in that time frame, but it's a lot. And all of the things that I have done to heal myself is in that, and heal clients is in those webinars. And then I also have my homeopathy webinars, which is a different ballgame. I mean, getting all of them would be amazing. I mean, but they are another tool and strategy that you can use. And I have a lot of homeopathy webinars for acute situations that you can go and take a look at. Now, what I want to talk to you today about is I've taken my 5 webinars that I think are the best, and I've compiled them into a what I call wellness webinar bundle deal. So you'll get all 5 webinars at a discounted rate and a bundle deal, and you'll have all of the information that from a lifestyle perspective on the daily regular that can really support your health and your healing. So this comes with my new cellular hydration webinar, which teaches you how to hydrate on a cellular level, teaches you what exclusion zone water is, fourth phase water is, deuterium depletion, hydrogen structuring, what's the best quality water to drink, how do I improve my mitochondria health so I can then thus have more cellular hydration and better quantum communicate, meaning have cellular communication between my organs, cells, and tissues, right? So that's one of them. That's a great webinar. And then I also have my Get Your Light Right webinar, which teaches you how to use sunlight as medicine. I mean, sunlight as medicine, and tending to my exclusion zone water is how I healed. And it's thus improving your mitochondria health comes before that, right? But then that fixes your exclusion zone water issue. And then getting your light right is so important. Like the second webinar is called Get Your Light Right. And I learned how to use sunlight as a safe and effective healing modality, and that was so supportive to me. I'm missing the sunlight right now. UVB is just coming back into my environment, and I'm so excited. But yeah, that's another way. So that's another support that I teach about. So that Get Your Light Right webinar teaches you how to use sunlight as medicine, and also teaches you how to mitigate your indoor lighting environment to support health. So that's all about the light. So we have light, and we have water. I have a webinar on light and water. And these are huge foundations. And the magnetism is in there because, light water magnetism, if you follow Jack Cruz, you've heard him say that. That's everything that we need, right? And I'm teaching you those two. And then the magnetism is in with both of those because I teach about earthing in both of those webinars. And then in my Thrive in Winter webinar, you also get, which teaches you how to thrive in winter when the sunlight level is low, when we don't have UVB. What do we do? How do we support our health and our healing? So there's that webinar. It's basically how do we maximize melatonin production? How do we enhance our healing through winter, which actually winter is a super healing time because we have so much darkness and so much time to produce more melatonin, which is our body's major antioxidant that supports autophagy, mitophagy, and apoptosis, which just means cell death, cellular repair, and healing and damaged mitochondria as well. So basically, you're learning all of that, like how to use winter as a healing modality. And then I have my blue blockers guide, which is just your how, when, why, and blue blockers. So it's a 30-minute webinar that just, also supports how to use blue blockers, because people have tons of questions on how to use blue blockers. So I created that webinar. And then I also have my ancestrally and seasonally nourished webinar and recipe ebook, which teaches you how to implement a local seasonal ancestral diet. And then like the ins and outs, there's a webinar with it, but then there's also the recipes. So it comes with, probably like 150 recipes now because I'm always adding recipes. And then you have the recipes as well to implement that seasonal diet. Like it's like, okay, it tells you the recipe and then it tells you what season to eat it in. So, these webinars cover hydration, they cover magnetism, they cover light, they cover, winter, how to make winter healing, and also what's the best diet for us. Like it covers quantum biology in a whole. And I called it, instead of calling it quantum webinars, I called it wellness webinars because not everybody would understand that, but it encompasses a lot of information and how to heal in a lot of different ways, and how to support your health in many, many different ways. And really at the mitochondrial level, all of these things support your health at the mitochondrial level. And that's really what the key is. So I hope that's information that's exciting for you, supportive to you, has value to you. These webinars, like I said, you have access to all of them for life. They are yours for life. So you can be like, okay, I want these webinars. You can download them, you have them for life, you can print out the ebooks, you have all of the information there for you forever. And if you have any questions, you can always reach me at contact@brightlightwellnesscoach.com. Even after you purchase a webinar, I'm open to those kinds of things and happy to support you. And yeah, let me know if your questions are about the webinars. And if you have any like thoughts or comments, you can drop them below. And yeah, I hope that that's valuable to you. I just trying to find the best way to get out this information in a very cost-effective way for people. So go check out my webinars if you haven't purchased any already, or if you haven't, didn't know about them, they existed, go check them out. And then also let me know, like if you purchased them, give me some feedback. I'd love to know what the feedback is, right? About what you thought about them. So please give me that feedback because I'm always trying to bring the best quality work I can to the world. So let me know if you need if you have any information that you can share about it. So yeah, go check out those webinars and looking forward to supporting your health. And I would say, if you know this information and you're already implementing all the quantum strategies, homeopathy is my next go-to because there's some sort of energetic blockage based on mental emotional trauma or suppression from suppressive medicines you've used that have created like a block to healing. So that's always my next go-to. And then also the rhythmic movements that I also teach are also very supportive because they help nurture the nervous system and help your body feel more safe so healing can take place. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check out the Wellness Bundle deal and get started on your healing journey. Of course, if you need support, I am here, one-to-one clients. I have room for just one-to-one client right now, but I am here for you if you need support one-to-one to implement these strategies and lifestyle changes, because sometimes we do. We need a guide, we need a coach to help us implement, right? But you can always get a webinar and then book in a consultation with me too. Like you can get the 5 webinars and then book in a consultation with me and I can help support you there that way too. There's always so many ways to work together. So I hope that's helpful. Have an incredible day and I will talk to you on the next video.